Hola Maxi,
Vamos,
¿cómo estás?
bien, bien.
Gracias por el porteo, che.
Vamos, papá, por la aventura.
Dale Maxi,
Vamos, vamos, que ya estamos.
qué capo. Bueno,
Gracias.
no sos una Sherpa ni una Balti, pero el mejor portador de Chaltén, sin
Vamos.
duda. No tengo duda.
Vamos, Coli, gracias. Boludo que se olvida lo antiguo.
Maxi, imagina, estamos bien más lejos que Niponino.
Ni por Narnia.
Niponarnia. It is 6:15 p.m. on September 17, and I am in my tent near the back of the Torrey Glacier. Since getting down from my big Cerro Torre adventure, I had 6 full days in town, which should normally be plenty of rest. But I think I was really tired when I got back from Cerro Torre. And I did 1 day of training in there, which in hindsight was maybe kind of dumb. And so hiking in today, I definitely felt tired still. Fortunately, my friend Maxi was with me carrying a bunch of my weight up to here. And he's hiking back to town now. And in addition to being physically tired, I think I'm kind of psychologically tired still. I don't know if I really feel the oomph for doing hard things all by myself. But maybe, being out here without distractions, back in this environment, I'll get kind of in the zone again. And if I'm lucky, tomorrow my legs will feel not worse than today. And maybe I'll even feel a little bit more fresh. I feel like sometimes you just have to kind of wake the body back up. Anyways, it's kind of cold this time, but I bet I'll get a good night of sleep here. I've got lots of warm stuff and a warm sleeping bag. And then tomorrow, I'll have like maybe a half rest day going from here up to the base of Standhardt. That's pretty short in terms of distance, but I've got probably 1,000 meters of elevation to gain. And now with Maxi gone, I'm carrying all my own stuff, which to here was like 27 kilos. Tomorrow it'll probably be like 25 with a bit of food gone and my shoes staying down here and whatnot. Anyways, I'll see how it goes. It is 12:30 on September 18. I am only finally about to get moving, which is obviously a pretty late start. And I have 3 things to share. One is that the reason I'm getting such a late start is that it was bitterly cold last night. And the sun didn't arrive here until just before 11 a.m., even though I intentionally bivvied in a place where it will arrive earlier. Also, I really needed to catch up on sleep. 2, my back is so fucking tight, which is a bummer. Already when I was hiking out from Cerro Torre, I was thinking that I'm gonna need to do about a year of yoga to undo all the damage I did on that journey. And then, of course, in the 6 days in between, I found the time, energy, and motivation to do a proper stretching session once. And number 3, a lot of people erroneously think that snowshoes are only relevant for people who don't know how to ski, but that's not really true. They have their place. On this specific journey, I did a ton of kilometers on terrain where flotation was not relevant. And now I have a not huge amount of distance where I'll want flotation, and snowshoes are just a lot lighter than a pair of skis, bindings, and skins, even if you have approach skis and therefore don't need ski boots also. So snowshoes have their place. And in this instance, I'm pretty psyched to try my special Japanese snowshoes that I've never used before. I don't know how they'll work, but I'll find out. These are hand-me-downs from Katsutaka Jumbo Yokoyama. And if you don't know who Jumbo is, then you should. I am slowly slogging my way up the Torrey Glacier. It was so cold last night. And of course now, at the height of the day's sun, with no breeze, it feels very warm. My bivvy was down there. And the Fitz Peaks are looking pretty beautiful. The Torreys as well, although not the best view of them from here. The Japanese snowshoes have been working well. I took them off for the last little bit because there was a bunch of bare ice. But I'm taking a break here and putting them back on. And fucking hell, I hate heavy packs. Whew. Breaking trail with a 25 kilo pack is really not my favorite thing. Slowly but surely, I am inching my way up this glacier. My disdain for what I'm doing right now should not be confused with a disdain for non-technical climbing. Because I actually love cardio exercise. It's just a hell of a lot more fun with a light pack than with a huge pack. All right. It is 4 p.m. I'm gonna call it a day and make my bivvy right here. It's been a relatively short day, but between all the trail breaking and the very heavy backpack, it still has felt like a lot of work. And it would have been a reasonable option also to take a rest day today, and coming up the glacier with just a day pack would definitely be way less work than coming up the glacier with this big thing. But I think I made the right call. I have less exercise to do on the climbing day. And more importantly, I get to do a lot of the glacier route finding with daylight. And in fact, I think I'm gonna get my tent set up, but then before I get all cozy, I'm gonna do a little bit of cool down exercise, poking around and scoping things out. I've got my bivvy all set up. I've done some feeding and some rehydrating. In summer, one of the big things with Exot is to try to get to the base of the chimney really early because it gets too warm and it turns into a waterfall. But I think I have the opposite problem right now, and I want it to not be too cold. So I'm planning to get kind of a leisurely start tomorrow. I don't have my alarm set until 6. I'll probably be leaving my bivvy around 7:30. My video cut out because my phone's out of storage. Anyways, the point was, I'm not waking up that early, so I'll get kind of a late start, and I'll probably end up rappelling through the night. But that's fine. Okay, good night. It is September 19 at 7 a.m. and I'm finally about to leave camp. I get to leave with my headlamp turned off. How civilized. What is not civilized is the way my back feels. Ay, ay, ay. 8:50 a.m. and I'm only just now finally about to head up the first pitch of Exot. That's pretty much the antithesis of an alpine start. But that's okay. I don't feel stressed about it. I have a really good headlamp with me, and I'm kind of on the chill program today. is now 10 a.m. and I am back at the base of the climb. What a weird activity rope soloing is. Alrighty. It's just past 1 p.m. and I'm finally ready to head up into the heart of Exot, having done the intro chimney pitch. Yeah, still moving slow, but still feeling fine about it.
Saltando a través de las barreras, buscando alegría, viendo las plantas crecer. En un mundo que no encaja, en un tiempo que es tan corto, la píldora de la vida, ¿cuál es? Si tus ojos quieren negro, es todo negro. Y sé que lastima, que te quiere hundir más. En un mundo que no encaja, en un tiempo que es tan corto, la píldora de la vida, ¿cuál es? Si tus ojos quieren negro, es todo negro. Y sé que lastima, que te quiere hundir más. En un mundo que no encaja, en un tiempo que es tan corto, la píldora de la vida, ¿cuál es? La píldora de la vida, ¿cuál es? ¿Cuál es?
It is 2:20, and I am once again at the base of the heart of the Exot chimney. What a ridiculous activity. Woo! Beautiful. Well, it would be cool to get on the summit in the daylight, but I need to put on warm clothes, deal with stuff that I should do sooner rather than later, put on my headlamp, etc. So I think I'll do that now, and I'll get on the tippy top slightly after last light. Just a few more meters now. I am clearing brine and aiding on the ice underneath. Woo-hoo. And just like that, here I am on the summit of Standhardt. There's Egger and Torre. Probably too dark to see much. There's the lights of the highway way down there. I don't think you can see anything in this video. Ooh.